Hi guys. Okay, so welcome to another flipped video. Tonight we're going to be talking about two-step word problems. So we've talked about a lot of story problems so far where we're adding, where we're subtracting, and now we're going to talk about, well, what if I have to add twice, or I have to add and then subtract, or I have to subtract and then add. Okay, so we're going to look at what kind of words do we hear in a problem when I subtract? What kind of words do I hear when I'm adding? And we're going to pay attention in the story. Does it sound like some are leaving or going away or being eaten or whatever? Or am I adding more to what I have? Okay. All right, here we go. So you already have these glued into your journal, right? They're already in there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to draw a couple of things. So we're actually just going to write number sentences. But first, before I do that, I need to write my title, which is two-step word problems. Barely fit that S. All right, so we're going to use this color right here, this pretty gold. And let's read this problem together. I want you to follow along with your finger as I read it. Owen's class was having a pizza party. Owen brought 5 pizzas. Libby brought 4 pizzas. The class ate 6 pizzas. How many pizzas do they have left? So I see some numbers and labels I need to circle, don't I? What's one that you see? I see 5 pizzas, so I'm going to do like a little half circle here and finish it over here. 5 pizzas. What else do you see? 4 pizzas. What else do you see? 6 pizzas. All right, so let's think about what's happening first, okay? So it says Owen brought 5 pizzas. Libby brought 4 pizzas. Well, in order to figure out how many pieces they have, what am I going to do with those two numbers? What do you think I'm going to do with them to find out how? So I have these pizzas and these pizzas. I want to know how many pizzas I have. I'm going to add them. So let's start by doing that. 5 plus 4. What does that equal? What is 5 plus 4? 9, right? Okay. Now, I'm not done with my problem because the question was how many pizzas do they have left? So something else happened. What else happened? They ate 6 pizzas, didn't they? Okay. So when we do a two-step word problem, your answer to this problem is going to become the beginning of your next problem. Same number, okay? So now I have 9 pizzas. So if the class ate 6 pizzas, what do you think I'm doing with those 6 pizzas? Am I adding it to my number of pizzas that I have? Am I taking it away from the number of pizzas I have? Think about that for a second. If they're eating them, they're going away, aren't they? So I'm going to have to take them away from what I started with, right? Which was 9 pizzas total. So I'm going to take away, squiggly line, 6. So if I take 9 minus 6, how many do I have left? 3. I have 3 whats? Pizzas, right? Because that's what I'm dealing with. Pizzas. So if I were to answer this question in a complete sentence, it says, how many pizzas do they have left? How would I say that in a complete sentence? I would say they have 3 pizzas left, right? Beautiful. Moving on to the next one. Okay. Scarlett bought 4 books on Monday. Oh my gosh, squeaky chair. And 3 books on Wednesday. She returned 2 books today. How many books does Scarlett have now? You see some numbers and labels I need to circle? I do. What do you see? 4 books. What else do you see? 3 books. And 2 books, right? All right, so let's look at the first part. Scarlett bought 4 books on Monday and 3 books on Wednesday. Scarlett's got a lot of books, doesn't she? So fun. So if I want to find how many books I have, 4 books Monday, 3 books Wednesday, what am I going to do with those numbers? I'm going to add them together, right? So I'm going to add and see how many books did she buy altogether. So I'm going to say 4 plus 3. What is 4 plus 3? What is it? 7. Okay, now who remembers? I have something else happening in my, it says how many books does she have now? But something else happened in there. So I'm not done with my problem, am I? Nope. So who remembers what happens with this number? Look up here. What happens? It becomes the beginning of my next problem. Okay, so she's got 7 books. We've got that right here. She has 7 books. She returned 2 books today. If she's returning the books, is she going to have more books or less books? She's going to have less books. So if she's going to have less books, what do I need to do with that 2? Am I adding it to 7 or am I subtracting it from 7? If she's going to have less, I'm going to take it away. I'm going to do 7 minus 2. Okay. What is 7 minus 2? 5. 5 what? 5 books. So if the question was, how many books does Scarlett have now? In order to answer that in a complete sentence, I would say Scarlett has 5 books now. Okay. All right, guys, thanks for watching. On your seesaw, you have 2 word problems that you're going to do by yourself. One of them, I have the addition and subtraction symbols in there. Actually, I think they're both addition. On the other one, you have to figure out, just like we talked about just now, what are you doing with your numbers? Are you adding them? Are you subtracting them? What is the story talking about? Okay. Think about, do I have more of this thing happening now or do I have less of this thing happening now? If it's more, I am adding. If it's less, I am subtracting. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.